Every Friday night, it's Bellator Fighting Championships live on MTV2, Epix2, and Spike.com. Bellator 75 from Horseshoe Casino, just south of Chicago in Hammond, Indiana. It's the Bellator Season 7 Heavyweight Tournament quarterfinal round, and we open with quarterfinal number 1, Vinicius K. Ross versus Mark Holada.
In the beginning, everything going the way of Mark Holada. Dropped Quiros with this beautiful left hook, was on top, but then Quiros working the guard game, working his jiu-jitsu. You see here, isolating the arm of Mark Holada, that vulnerable right arm, and then going belly down. You see it here, the pressure he put on that armbar. No choice but to tap. He gets a first-round submission victory.
The time of the win, 3 minutes, 20 seconds of round number 1 on the Vinicius K. Ross submission of Mark Holada. In our next tournament quarterfinal, Mike Wessel versus Richard Hale.
The question here, could Richard Hale, who had fought at light heavyweight, be successful against top heavyweights? I think he can be. You saw the combinations there, right to the face of Mike Wessel, then took his back and unloaded. No choice for the referee but to stop this fight by TKO in the first round.
The time of the finish, 1 minute, 19 seconds. And the quarterfinal round continues with Alexander Volkov versus Brett Rogers.
We knew the keys to this fight would be the range and timing of Volkov. Could Brett Rogers get in, clinch him, and disrupt that range? The answer was a resounding no. Volkov keeping Brett Rogers at the end of his punches all 3 rounds, teeing off at times. Looked more like a track meet than a fight as Brett Rogers backtracked and stumbled the entire time. An easy decision on this one. All 3 judges giving it to Volkov, 10-9 in every single round.
In his U.S. and Bellator debut, Alexander Volkov advances to the heavyweight tournament semifinals. And in the quarterfinal round, Thiago Santos versus Eric Prindle.
Could this fight be resolved? Will we finally see an end to this particular fight? We've been waiting so long to see. It looked like we would in the beginning. Santos getting the takedown, staying on top, working for submissions against Eric Prindle. Eric Prindle managed to get out of this armbar, ended up on top, and then disaster strikes yet again. This axe kick right to the groin ends the night early for Santos. Eric Prindle disqualified in the first round.
The time of the DQ, 4 minutes and 54 seconds, as Thiago Santos advances to the semifinals. So the semifinal round of Bellator Season 7 Heavyweight Tournament is now set. Into the Final 4, it's Vinicius K. Ross, Richard Hale, Alexander Volkov, and Thiago Santos. For the latest Bellator news and information, it's Bellator.com. And remember, Bellator is coming to Spike in 2013.